The case with SSP Cameron and the Commissioner of Police is getting out of hand. To the point that SSP Cameron now has to serve an injunction against the Commissioner of Police. SSP Cameron had to serve an injunction against the Commissioner of Police. Hear the news broadcast of what is happening with the Commissioner of Police and SSP Cameron. Listen to this, Jamaica.
A legal battle is brewing between Chairman of the Police Officers Association, Senior Superintendent Wayne Cameron, and Commissioner of Police Dr. Kevin Blake over the directive that the position be vacated. SSP Cameron told our news centre this morning that the Commissioner overstepped his authority in issuing the directive. The senior officer says this is based on the Constitution which governs the POA. SSP Cameron says he will be meeting with his attorney to discuss the next steps. Dr. Blake issued a release yesterday indicating that SSP Cameron will no longer be granted audience with the High Command and is not permitted to represent the Jamaica Constabulary Force outside of official duties. The Commissioner said the High Command was concerned that reports of alleged indiscipline and misconduct by the chairman may compromise the conduct of the POA, particularly at a time when the organization is required to engage in salary and benefits negotiation with the government. Dr. Blake said reports of the executive's failure to meet to conduct the business of the POA, as well as to convene a general meeting over several years, have reinforced this position. SSP Cameron was in July 2019 elected chairman of the Police Officers Association, which represents personnel from the rank of assistant superintendent to deputy commissioner.
Now, Jamaica, SSP Cameron today served an injunction. SSP Cameron today served an injunction seeking the court to deny and to overturn what the Commissioner of Police has done to him. It is even that bad that SSP Cameron went to a meeting today and no police officer showed up. No police officer showed up. That is how the Commissioner of Police has divided the police force. That is how the Commissioner of Police has divided the police force, Jamaica. That is what the murderous Commissioner of Police has done. That is what Kevin Blake has done, Jamaica. You are going to see borderlines of dictatorship in this country over the next 2 to 3 years that you have never seen before. You are going to see victimization at the highest level that you have never seen before, Jamaica. And them start purge from what? In the police force. Jamaica, I'm going to say it again. Holness and his cronies have now decided to divide and conquer the country. Choose Jamaica. So if you never choose Jamaica, you will be ostracized and alienated. If you never choose Jamaica, you will be ostracized and alienated. That is where it reached now. That is where it reached now. If you never choose Jamaica, you will be ostracized and alienated. Yeah, Jamaica. That is what is happening in our beautiful country. That is what is happening in our beautiful country. And that's why them say, must show me a company and I tell you who you are. Courtney, yes. Can you believe Dotty Batty Jerry, Dennis Chong, and Abka Fitzendi? They are football match all together. They pan third term. This is how bad it is in our country. Third term. Look at them, Jamaica. Look at them on your screen. Look at them on your screen and tell me if this is the country that you wanted and this is the country that you chose.
Third term. See them?
See them there, Jamaica. See them there. See them there, Jamaica.
Dennis Strong.
Dennis Strong. With who? Who Dennis Strong is with? Who is Dennis Strong with? Abka and Dotty Batty Jerry George Davis.
You see it.
But his Senate position, George Davis, I look.
Yes.
But George Davis,
I get it.
I don't know if you're getting any Senate position.
Maybe you want to like that.
George Davis, you now get Senate. Oh, let me tell you the cabinet. You don't want to hear the cabinet of Jamaica?
You sure you want to tell him?
Who want to hear the cabinet of Jamaica?
Say yes, teacher.
Who want to hear Andrew Wellness break front? Who want to hear Andrew Wellness break front? Bless up the super chat before me talk this.
Me.
Who want to see the cabinet or hear about the cabinet? Favour Williams is going back to finance. Horace Chang is returning to security. Chris Tufton is returning to healthcare. What a cruel act to the country. Ball out! Diana Morris Dixon is returning to education, youth and information. Daryl Vaz returning to science, energy, telecommunication and transportation. Kamina Johnson-Smith returning to foreign affairs and trade. Ed Bartlett returning to tourism. Floyd Green returning to agriculture and fisheries. Pernell Charles Jr., constitutional affairs. Marlene Malahou for justice. Olivia Babsy Grange. Culture, sports, the entertainment, and gender. Desmond McKenzie, local government. Here is a surprise.
Wow.
Kerencia Morrison, Labour and Social Security. And Audrey Marks, Industry, Commerce, Investment, and Digital Transformation. Robert Nestor Morgan is in the office of the Prime Minister with the works portfolio. Matthew Samuda is in the office of the Prime Minister with water, environment, climate change. Albin Hill is in the new housing minister, and now we're not going to get imported houses. And Juliet Cuthbert Flynn is the sports minister. State ministers. Juliet Holness going to national security. Now you're going to see crime turn up. Xavier Main, agriculture and fisheries. Tova Hamilton, culture. Alanda Terry Long, foreign affairs and foreign trade. Delana Seabright, tourism. Rhoda Crawford, education and youth. So baby, madam, sweetheart in the same. Abka Fitzhenley, information. Eroy Clark, officer prime minister. And Crystal Lee, Labour and Social Security. The Speaker of the House is the drunkard Delroy Chuck. The whiskey drinker is the Speaker of the House. And the Parliamentary Secretary is Marlon Morgan. Ball out, him get promotion. Senator Morgan is now a Parliamentary Secretary. Hey. Who not ball out tonight?
Ball out!
Who not ball out tonight? Call the produce.
Ball out! Whoa! Yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help.
Somebody said, no, Andre, you have the wrong cabinet. So tell me the right cabinet then. Seeing that I have the wrong cabinet, Labour right, show me the right cabinet. Oh, No Andre Wheatley and Montague returning into the cabinet. Hey! What a bangarang! Them say Wheatley and Montague returning to the cabinet. Petrojam and used car scandal. Now you see the man saying getting third term, him can't carry back Petrojam. Him can't carry back Petrojam and used car scandal. And airport authority. You want me to talk the cabinet again? But I can say to them, not in my cabinet. And the Prime Minister is accepting his full salary now. Hey! Whoa! Ball out! The Prime Minister accepting him full salary now. Ball out!
Ball out! Whoa, yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them.
You heard that, Jamaica? Wheatley is returning. Wheatley, I gather, is going to transport. Interesting times ahead. And where them going to put Bobby Montague? Hey, hey! Scandal upon scandal upon scandal upon scandal upon scandal. I wonder what is going to happen, Jamaica, in the break front. So, George Davis, I hope you get your senatorial duties. You will never live to see that, George Davis. Hey, Andre, new House Speaker is Everett Warmington. No, ball out!
Ball out! Whoa, yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help.
No, them say the new House Speaker is Everett Warmington. Ball out!
Ball out! Whoa, yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland.
Jamaica, I don't put it cross them to put, if they will put him there. You know why? You know why, Courtney? You see the dictator there? The dictator now has decided he's taking his full salary.
All I money.
The dictator now decides that he has been legitimized. Legitimize wrong in this country.
Yes.
Everett Warmington becoming Speaker of the House is a threat to our democracy. Everett Warmington becoming Speaker of the House is a threat to our democracy. This is a Trump 2.0, where the man is putting in all of his people so as to crush democracy in this country. Can you imagine the kind of house, the kind of parliament we'll have?
Slapness.
Can you imagine the kind of parliament we'll have? But I want you to all look in Nepal or Nepal. This is what the country is pronounced. Nepal, Courtney?
Nepal.
If you look at what is happening in Nepal, Jamaica is not too far from there. I'll say it again. If you look at what is happening in Nepal, Jamaica is not too far from there. If you look, so continue push the Jamaican people. Continue provoking the Jamaican people. You might think that the Jamaican people appreciate you being there. You must be glad for voices like this that said, let us accept the results for what it is. Because if we decided to have turn it up in this country, you could not have. But in the interest of people not losing their lives because of politics. But I'm going to say to you all, Jamaica. I want to say to you all tonight, Jamaica. Take sleep, mark that. Here is the rationale. With a Isaac Buchanan, a Dayton Campbell, a Peter Bunting, a Alfred Dawes, a Damian Crawford, the House needs a strong speaker who will keep the House in order. Those men will seek to disrupt the Parliament. You heard the rationale of the Labour Party? With a Isaac Buchanan, a Dr. Dayton Campbell, a Peter Bunting, a Dr. Alfred Dawes, and a Damian Crawford. The House needs a stronger speaker who will keep the House in order. So that is the rationale why them go take up the Dranko. Cuss bad word tell people to go S them mother. Watching dark flee and fly.
He must cuss in there. Him.
Miss Theater call me. What Miss Theater say now? Yes, Miss Faith, talk quick. You have it? Yes, Miss Faith?
I hear that the new Princess Hotel in Green Island is fabulous.
All right, Miss Princess, Miss Faith, me move on from this a long time. Me depend on one hot topic right now. All right?
Goodbye, because me just turn on my TV.
Yeah, you must come a class early at night time. Come a class early.
Sweet dreams, honey, sweet dreams.
All right, sweet dreams to you. No, me no. Swat good. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine in the Houses of Parliament?
That was nice enough.
But it's going to be an interesting Parliament. I will look forward coming to the sittings. You remember you said, can we go to Parliament every week when me was Labour right then?
Of course.
I'll be going to all of those parliamentary sittings now.
I know people go out to go to Parliament. Have mercy. Walk out.
No parliamentary walkouts going to happen now.
Of course.
A lot of boycotts going to happen now. A lot of boycotts going to happen now. A lot of boycotts, but interesting times are ahead, Jamaica. But I am telling you, Jamaica is now on the borderline of dictatorship. Jamaica is on the line bordering dictatorship. You hear? Jamaica is now on the line of bordering dictatorship. You remember Peter Espute spoke to you all about it and said a Labour Party regime in a third term will be like a dictatorship. You remember when Peter Espute spoke about it? Well, Jamaica, you're going to come to the realization that it exists. And when it exists, can't say, I never warned you. Can't say, I never tell you, no, Jamaica. That's why I said to you, be prepared for what is to come. Youngsters of Jamaica, be prepared for the shoot down and the killings. Elders in the communities, be prepared. Be prepared for the starvation and the sufferation. Be prepared for them thieving and stealing and looting more while the people have. Be prepared for the statute of limitations to move to 70 and 80 years. You can't question certain things. Be prepared for the what? You have no more integrity commission. Be prepared for what is to come. Be prepared. Be prepared that the gag order remains. Be prepared, Jamaica, that you will never know. Be prepared for more states of public emergencies and zozos. Be prepared for what is to come. Be prepared. Be prepared. And the labor rights don't like when I talk the truth, you know. The labor rights don't like when I talk the truth. Hey. Here is no edges. All girls school in Jamaica bans. Yeah, man.
No edges, nothing.
You know, hear about what happened at St. Andrews for girls, where the principal banned the no edges, and it's now a big thing. Yeah. But students not fear wear edges go to school. At school, no gone.
Just plait up on the ear.
Plait up on the ear, put on 2 big plait. And go to school and look good. And 2 ribbon and bubbles and go. No edges, me say. No edges, no edges, no edges.
No edges.
Too much I know I go to school for look more beautiful down and take on the book. You see all the needs, me sorry for no dictatorship pound with the needs. So then here Dennis Strong come talk about there were attempts to hack his phone on election day. Yeah, man. Him said there were attempts to hack his phone election day. But what in your phone, Dennis Strong? The report where you had doctor and cook up? The report where you had doctor and cook up? This the heads of feeds more friendly with his journalists and the government members than actually being friendly with him staff. But don't worry, Dennis, we know say you don't know if we write the report. So we will find all of the flaws in the report, Dennis Strong. We'll find all of the flaws in the report. And it's plenty flaws you're going to have in the report, Dennis Strong. But you know, we'll have the majority to pass on the legislation them that easily. Because you need a power of 42. And you don't have the power of 42. So all who want to legalize this and legislate this, it can't legislate just so. And the opposition going to stand up like Gibraltar upon them. Marky G and the opposition going to stand up on Gibraltar upon them.
Stand firm.
Stand firm. We are fighting for a cause. Producer.